it is Madison back here with a new video, and today I am on my iPad. And no, I did not create this background. I found it on Pinterest. But I want to tell you guys about my progress and where I have been doing on my story idea, comic, webtoon progress. And to say I went into a new direction. To be completely honest with you, I think I'm more liking this new idea much more better. In the last update video, my first ever video on this new channel, this was the idea I came up with. And to be completely honest with you, I was in this mindset of I need to get something done, I need to get something done, I need to get something done, and I just need to make an idea to just get started on and just do it and just do it. And I was in that kind of mindset, and I'm trying to produce this comic. I just kind of grabbed at an idea within thin air and just tried to play with it and try to mold it and try to form it into this comic. Ooh, the texture and the feel and it just completely fell apart, and I couldn't work with it anymore, if you know what I mean. This is reality of making comics. This idea, it wasn't working for me. I'm sorry, guys. That's why I haven't posted a new video or update video about this story idea and where I was going with it. Some ideas, they don't work, and you have to let them go and try something different that excites you, or oh my gosh, I want to do this more and more and more. It's just everything was going on. I had school and lack of motivation, and the story idea wasn't working out. It was just kind of a mess, and I was trying to make it work. Me, myself, I was trying to learn more. And this is me, this process, this failure, and this idea that didn't really go well. This was a learning curve for me. Yeah, it didn't work out, but now I know I can't push myself. I have to enjoy what I'm doing. Don't push yourself, or don't be harsh on yourself. Just understand that you're not into this anymore, and if you don't enjoy your work or enjoy your idea, I would say work on it. And if you find yourself pushing yourself to go and do it, I would say maybe it's not the right idea. The most difficult part of comic making and such, I would have to say, because I am more of an illustration, more in the drawing. I hate writing scripts. I just don't like them. They are really difficult and hard. So I had to take a step back, because there were things I didn't know I needed more learning on. And I took a step back, and I watched some YouTube videos and some information, just gathered some information and such, and trying to learn all about this. And now I know how to make a good script, how to plot a story better, more of the writing aspects, and I've learned more of how to format it to a webtoon. I'm on my own, and I'm literally going crazy. Like, how do I do this? How do I do this? I'm like going crazy and such. So I will put down in the description of some videos that helped me and some creators that have really helped, because honestly they kind of helped me a real ton. Rip to this story idea. I don't think it's going to become a comic anytime soon. But I am exciting part, guys. The most exciting part is I am working on a new idea and I'm quite excited about it. I just like this Japanese word, hikikomori. I apologize if I mispronounced that. I'm terrible with pronunciation. I want to show you my Pinterest board. A new one. I think it's just good to have a visual. They usually do this type of work. They usually draw. Like, I'm kind of like one. They like to draw and work on art. It seems all of these are artists. They just like kind of live in their own bedroom and such, and here's like a real life picture. They kind of don't go out, and I don't think they expect visitors. I don't really have much pictures. I thought I had more than this. But yeah, this definition says pulling inward, being confused, acute social withdrawal. When a young person who is obsessed with TV, video games, and the internet withdraws from society. Yeah, I come across this video on YouTube and I watch it, and they're talking about hikikomori. They're interviewing this one person who is isolated and works in game development. They're creating their own game. You know what? If I find it, I will link it down in the description so you guys can go and watch it, because it's very interesting. I just thought maybe I should make a comic book of that. I got so inspired and such. I got really inspired and like typed out all of this. And for a person who hates scripting and like, you know, really typing and doing a story, like I didn't have to do this. I could have just made a summary. But I basically have the first chapter, the WebToon. I have 30 panels for this one chapter, this one episode there. I forgot what they were called. Guys, you need to make a story of your inspirations. And trust me, you are going to type. When I started writing, I didn't know I was going to write about my new comic idea. I just started because, number one, the rain. It was just this calm pitter patter and this rain, and it was nighttime. Okay? My two favorite things. As you can read, a cool, late, drizzy night. You can hear the rain patter on the windows. All around, the cold shadow and a warm light surrounds the man hunched over. Alright guys, I am not a writer. I am not whatsoever. No one is gonna see my words. They're gonna see my art. I hope these words will turn into a beautiful drawing piece, and it will turn into something amazing. I don't want to read the story because I might bore you. I probably already am boring you. This will be the title of my new comic. if I don't change it. Which is My Cocoon. It's about a man who's basically isolated himself in his room, in his house. And it just feels like he's in his cocoon. He's just, building himself up. And just maybe trying to gain confidence or something. Like, I feel like he's like not ready for the world yet. He's not ready for the world. Or maybe the world isn't ready for him. Which, that's kind of cool turned. These are my panels and how I am breaking it down. I learned this technique from this YouTuber who does WebToon comic tips and tricks, and he's really good. I will link him down in the description. You don't have to do this whatsoever. You can start on the panels. You don't have to write 5 paragraphs. Now, you probably want to understand what your story is about and, how you are going to build it. This is just the first episode, okay? You can work on your story you can work on the plot of your story as you are drawing each episode out. You can continue to build the story. You don't have to write the whole entire story first, the whole entire script. Don't produce a episode and say your main character is a fun-loving guy, and then put out your next episode where your main character is this really mean and tough and don't stand in my way type of guy. That will confuse your audience. I would have a couple points figured out before you do like your first episode, and then trying to continue to understand and chisel through your idea. The reason why I created that video was to push me and to nag me and just make me to do the comic and finish the comic, finish something, because I had an audience that was relying on me. Sorry guys if I disappointed. I hope this turns out much better than my last, and I'm so sorry if I disappointed anyone, but hopefully I have some motivation to do this one. Alright guys, don't forget to subscribe, like, and hit that bell notification to get notified every time I post a video.